Take flight with Audio Airstrike.
In order to decide what goes in the Constitution, what's our strategy to break away from England? How do we ensure that all men are created equal on paper? There were conventions and conferences and 70 to 200 people in a room talking about these things for hours on end. And there were dozens of drafts of the Constitution that came up. You know, Thomas Jefferson started getting frustrated because he had so many different rewrites that he had to do. You know, at least that's how history is written, because of these types of conversations, because of those types of town hall meetings that took place. The town hall debates that we see right now are not reminiscent of what they were back then. Those town hall debates were saying, you know, we have 13 colonies right now, and society is going to look different in all 13 of those colonies. So how do we ensure that everybody maintains their freedom while still providing a baseline for equal rights? And those are the types of conversations. These are the types of conversations that I believe that we need to bring back around. And how do we scale this up? I don't have the answer to that right now, but hopefully this is a start, because really those types of conversations started 200 and something years ago, and they also stopped 200 and something years ago. That style to where we could really just come together and say, you know what? It doesn't matter if we're black. It doesn't matter if we're white, if we're Hispanic, whatever it is. It just matters that we're in the same room, because we're all moving in a certain direction. We all know what we want our outcome to be. So if we get there, that's really the America that I know and love from a historical perspective. And I want to see that come back around. However we can make that happen, this is an awesome start, and I feel so privileged to be a part of this.
And me personally, I feel that if people really want to start getting involved, they need to start at the local level. That's where it begins. That's where change really begins, is at the local level, is finding out who your local representatives are, finding out what they believe in, finding out what they're doing to better your community. And that's something a lot of people I feel have gotten away from. Whereas when I grew up, I knew who my local representative is. I'm sure a lot of people nowadays where they live, they probably don't know who they voted for or who this person is. So in order to really enact change, we have to really start at the local level. Everybody thinks that they have to come out and vote for the presidential election. No, I think the most important elections are those of the local officials and the local judges and local sheriffs and everything else in your in your community.